This is another one. There's 3 sections. You should be able to differentiate the 3 sections of your intestine, the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. And there's a couple of ways to do this. First off, when you look at them, you can differentiate based on the size of the villi. The jejunum has the longest villi, duodenum has second, and ileum has the shortest. That's a little bit hard to do. So the easiest way to differentiate is look into the submucosa. The submucosa of the duodenum, you're going to find Brunner's glands. See all these little circular structures? Those are the Brunner's glands of the submucosa in your duodenum. You can also go out to the villi, the little finger-like projections, go up to high power and identify the mucosal tissue. Okay, your epithelium, simple columnar. All in the middle is your lamina propria. And then mixed in there, there's a few goblet cells as well. So the duodenum, you're going to be looking for those Brunner's glands more specifically. Going to the middle section is typically your jejunum, which you'll notice that the very elongated, much more pronounced, much more elongated villi. The length of these villi, compare those to your duodenum as well as your ileum. That's one of the key features. And then also you'll see a more concentrated network of goblet cells. So as you move along the intestinal tract, you get more and more goblet cells. Okay, and that's the jejunum. The final section is the ileum. With the ileum, you'll notice that typically has relatively shorter villi. But the key thing you're going to notice here is that deep in the submucosa, you got these big, massive patches of dark purple cellular stained cells. Okay, these are lymph nodes. These are the Peyer's patches. Okay, so on the ileum section, you'll be looking for the Peyer's patches. Okay, and so some of the key things you'll use to differentiate between your different regions of the small intestine. Even still, you go out to the villi, you look at the epithelium, you see the goblet cells, you're seeing more and more goblet cells as you go further and further along the small intestines. Okay, so you should be looking for that and identifying those features. From there, you don't have to look at your large intestine slide. Okay, you can kind of skip that one. Part D, the histology, the pancreas. Look at the pancreas slide, make sure you can differentiate and identify the axillary cells, the islets of Langerhans. Don't worry about pancreatic ducts. And then you don't have to look at the slide of the liver. But we do have a model of the microscopic liver structures floating around here somewhere. Make sure that you take a look at that model and can identify those major parts to the microscopic breakdown of the liver, as well as a diagram from your textbook. Okay, so really you're only looking at the 2